I was just thinking, society is freaking crazy, man. I feel like I'm living in like the most wild sci-fi book that I could ever read, but it's real life and it's insane. I guess I understand like all the powers that be and all like however many families, 9 or 13 or whatever, that apparently rule everything because they're so powerful, but it's like, I mean, I guess I get why it would happen, but it's still mind blowing that it does happen. And like just little details like 40-hour work week, like where the 40-hour work week came from, that it was derived from a factory, from Ford, and roll that into the school system. And like basically our public school system is designed to make efficient 40-hour week workers. And it's just wild. I wonder, I don't think it'll change as far as the powers that be governing us average people. Or like, you know what's crazy too is you envision like a super powerful people or group of people, like, I don't know, the president. The president's a pretty powerful person, not nearly as powerful as like corporations and stuff like that, but that's kind of what I'm getting at is like they're puppets too. So it's like you go to, a corporation and lobbyists rule what seem like powerful individuals that are in powerful professional positions. And then there are people that rule those corporations as well, but they're like hidden. Like I don't even, you can't even, I mean, I guess you could research, but I don't know what truths you could find, like what's out there to find. You'd really have to dig. It's just mind blowing. And then I had my aunt called me. I haven't spoken to her in years. And like my family dynamic is pretty unhealthy, very unhealthy. So like my dad and some of my aunts don't talk, and it just keeps going on like that, like a web. But I've always, I don't know, they've never done anything to me, so I don't have an issue. But she randomly sent me a message on Facebook, hey, can I call? And I think it was originally regarding her grandkids, I guess, were living with someone that was renting a place with them, and the people they were renting with abruptly move out, so they can't afford it anymore. And they're trying to figure out what they can do to live on the property with my aunt. And not, I guess, they're going to be in the house, but they want their own place to sleep. So anyway, she called me asking questions about what they should do with a building, what they could do to insulate it, air condition it, permits, all this crap. But we ended up talking for, I don't even know how long, I guess 2.5 hours. And we started talking about like uh, psychological stuff, spiritual stuff, paranormal stuff, um, society type things. And those are the conversations that I really love. And it reminds me that there's so many like free thinkers out there, but we stay so busy that I don't even know if we have time to talk about what we're free thinking about. Not that it matters, I guess, either way, but those are my favorite conversations to have. I like talking about like things that make me think. Like I know I put a short on here, and I was going to make another short using it too, but I had this random thought the other morning alongside a lot of my random thoughts, and I was like thinking about parallel universes and just thinking about life and experiences and learning from them and all that. And I was like, we, like, humans take everything literal and physical, kinda. Like, but literal, yeah. And I was like, if I'm living now with all the perspectives and experiences that I've had throughout my journey, this life, because I do believe in past lives, multiple lives, and I take all those experiences and it creates who I am. It creates this version of me. And if I think back to like a past version of myself that was the version of me based on the experiences that I'd had up until then, and specifically my interpretations of those experiences up until then, based on like, I guess, not just where I was mentally, internally, but like if I went back and I visited that person in the past and evaluated them, because like what's the difference, like if I visit myself in the past, mentally, what's really the difference in that versus physically visiting myself in the past? Like, in my opinion, visiting myself in the past mentally, it's not negated because it's not physical. So what's the difference? Like, how would that not be like a parallel universe also? So if I'm going back and visiting myself in the past and it's changing, and I learn new interpretations of the life that I'm living now based on things I did then, and like basically self reflect currently based off visiting things I did in the past, I kind of feel like that's going to a parallel universe and bringing info back from it and incorporating it now. I don't know. It just, I love thinking about that stuff and I love talking about that stuff, but not that many people talk about it that I'm around. So I had an awesome conversation with her, and we were talking about life and death. And my son, my 5-year-old AUHD son, has mentioned things about a past life in detail, and it always gives me goosebumps. And it's just, I mean, I get all the different perceptions of it. Like, it's a creative kid, he's heard things, he heard something here, he's regurgitating information. I get like all the variables it could be, but also I cannot say that it's not true, and I cannot say that he hasn't had those experiences, because how could I? That would be just as naive as me saying that he has had those experiences, because I don't know why. I should really flip my phone over, because I feel like the lens is like over here, but it's not. It's over here, and whatever. So it's cool, man. And so me and a friend of mine used to run a spiritual meetup group on Meetup, in Florida, and there was like 8 or 9 people, I guess, that would constantly come, but it would vary. Like, some people, like different people would come each meetup, and I got to hear so many cool stories. Like, there were people that had. So I noticed, anyway, there were people that astral traveled. I guess that's a word for it, and they would leave their bodies. And those were cool stories. I've never experienced anything like that. My AUDHD and like my overthinking, I think, doesn't leave much space to experience stuff outside of my own thoughts. So to hear other people tell the stories, although I do beat it up logically, like for real, I do, like, I want logical explanation and I want proof. I need solid proof, but I also do believe. Um, so it's cool to hear all their stories about astral traveling, dreams, people visiting them. Me and my aunt talked about this too, like past loved ones visiting, how detailed and real the experiences were. So that meetup group was fun, and it would be cool, like, and maybe it's silly. I mean, I don't think it's silly thinking. Like, we manifest what we want, right? So maybe at some point on here, just chit chatting like this, like, sparks conversation in the comments section, and we just talk. Like, I don't know. I want to talk about cool stuff, man. I want to talk about, like, and I want it to be like organic. I don't know. I'm sure you guys get it. I think I think a lot of us are deep, and I think that's a cool thing. And I think that's why. I mean, I'm sure you guys know this also, but like AUDHD or neurodivergent people naturally gravitate towards other neurodivergent people, and it makes sense, right? Like, that's kind of what all living things do. Like, they're going to gravitate towards their tribe. It's survival, whatever it is, like whatever label you want to put on it. But I noticed, like, through my child, like, thinking back, hindsight, I've always gravitated towards people that were probably neurodivergent, but I didn't know and they didn't know. But looking back, it's like, oh, you silly goose, you didn't know. But I don't know. Anyway, it would be cool to, like, get on here and chit chat, have some comments, some random experience, whatever it is, like, conversation starter, and then, like, give me something to think and talk about. I love that. Like, I can tell you right now, I'm thinking about something regardless. So whether I'm sitting here, like, thinking about creative things, or like exploring existence in my mind, or stressing out and having anxiety because my overthinking has shot off in the other direction, I'm thinking about something. So might as well be something fun. Uh, I it's kind of so I mean, same type thing, but not really. But I've been listening to Tucker Carlson a lot, and I never listened to him a lot before. I don't know why. Like, I listen, and I've kind of stopped this too, but I used to listen to a lot of Rogan. And then I guess with Rogan, it kind of gets to the, and I feel about this way in general. It's like there's so much knowledge that's been confirmed and gathered about, like, society and manipulation and um, what's the word? Propaganda and corporations and just the 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 bad parts of it. It's all been exposed, but at some point it's like, what's the point of gathering all this knowledge for me? Like, do I need to keep being exposed to this? Because at some point, and this is how I felt, and literally, like, stopped listening to these type of things, is it's like, I don't want to keep being exposed if I'm not going to do something about it. And I mean, I'm a realistic guy. I'm probably don't have the motivation to do something about it. So I'm going to be happy in my life. I'm going to do my YouTube channel, go to work, hang out with the kids, cook dinner, yada, yada. What I can do about it is find my happiness, right? Like, that, I don't think that can really be taken away from me. I mean, I guess it can. You live a life, or a life that is given to me by these corporations, that is just like, how could a human find happiness? But as of right now, I can find my contentment and happiness. So by choosing not to keep absorbing all the craziness, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, been listening. I started listening to Tucker Carlson. It's the same type of stuff, but I guess I've been out of the loop for a while, and it's like, holy crap, bro! Like, come on. So I'll probably chill it out on Tucker Carlson. I'll probably stick with, like, the woo-woo sci-fi stuff. Like, even though some of it's not, the Who Files is pretty. Yeah, the Who Files. I think that's what it is. On YouTube is cool because it's like, it's more the crazy stories. It's not talking about, like, how I'm being manipulated and I'm a tool to the system, but it's more um, like Mothman type stories, stuff like that. I mean, there are some realistic ones that could be truth that can be depressing, but I don't know. I like my mental stimulation when I'm watching stuff like that. I like it to be like super sci-fi, like not. I don't want to be like, oh Jesus, this is sci-fi, but I'm living it. Like this is crazy. I don't want to be feeling that all the time. Give me some crazy crap, and I'll think about that and daydream or whatever. So that's a cool channel. I really don't even know. I mean, I guess I started this talking about like society and the craziness, and well, this is just the stuff I like to talk about, and I'm just talking, and I'm not doing the. In my video before this, I mentioned like the mask stuff. Actually, on the thumbnail, it says "screw my mask" because I don't. This is what I wanted to do, so I'm going to do it. I'll save the speech. You guys, whatever. It is what it is. So I appreciate you guys being here. I'll probably just get on here and chit chat often. It really seems to be good for me. I wonder if anybody watches or listens to me in our house camera. They probably think I'm bat crap crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So thanks for being here. Like or comment or subscribe if you like it. If you don't, obviously don't. But if you do, it helps, and it helps me like with my AUDHD and the autistic part, like the rejection and imposter syndrome. I know it's my own crap, and I don't, I shouldn't base somebody else's actions on keeping myself feeling any specific way. But the truth is it does help me feel a specific way, and it helps me build the channel. So a little bit of validation feels freaking amazing. So if you like what I'm doing, whatever, you get it. Thank y'all for being here. I'll see you on the next one.